feds. Let's go.
Hands on me, got the yellow brace. Check off in my pocket like the yellow paste. Was what I was asking. Low facility.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Jets going up against the
home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Pruitt, 37 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Let's go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to work. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go. 3-19. Leopard. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Here we go. Boom. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
11 more on that one and another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Gets around him. Oh, able to avoid him. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Interception. Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They go play action. Bridgewater dancing to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Get ready! Wide 80! Wide 80!
Bridgewater again. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Get ready! Wide 80! Check it out,
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. D. Ford in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll go on the ground. Gets past 1 man. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Enunwa's got it, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to have. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3, 9, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. One tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And avoids the contact by sliding. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Watch him now, Barney.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Get ready.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Blue 58.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Open space inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joshua Perry coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and goal to go now. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line now. Blue line. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Duke Riley. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And tough starting field position here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa from 21 yards away. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Chargers getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep. Lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 75 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jets. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth.
And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
Here we go now. Green.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down following the run. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go. Blue 58. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for the Jets. 41 yards.
Hey, fella, we got 3. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Bridgewater here to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second down, 8. Bridgewater now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking backing up man-to-man. He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go now. Leopard. Detroit. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyrell Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they have